So we showed you the scrape off escape last time, guys, which is probably one of the high percentage escapes from back mount. This is similar move. Again, for those that weren't here last week, we have a preferred side and an unpreferred side. Okay, Cara wants to take me to the strong side. And this is his choking arm side, so the arm is over my shoulder. Because again, if he latches onto my lapel and he drags his elbow back, he can use the friction of the mat to choke me out better. Okay, it's harder to escape on his strong side, which is the arm over my shoulder side. But we're going to look at those escapes in the next few weeks as well. But I would prefer to go to this weaker side. So again, just like we did last time, when I showed you the scrape off escape, I showed you, if you can, bring one hand inside, put it on your cheek. Okay, but don't get it in slightly, because then I can get my fingers broke. So I've got to get it right on the side of my face. I can use my foot if we're sitting up straight. See the way Carl's chin is on my left shoulder? I want to rotate my head as I get to the bottom, so it goes on the mat. Again though, if he's doing the pressures that I showed you earlier on and I can't rotate my head, it's going to be very hard for me to escape the back mount position, so you want to be thinking about keeping it as well. It's very hard for me to escape if my head isn't even able to move at all. Just another way, if I can't get this in, we talked about this pull-up grip, okay, which I don't really like because it's requiring a lot of strength, but I can if I have to use it. I want to use the material of the gi, so my left hand's going to grab at the wrist and my right hand at his tricep, and I really want to pull this down to give me a little bit of space so I'm not going to get choked out. Again, I can do the same thing. I use my right foot, I roll my head so it gets to the bottom, okay? And then I want to use my foot to kick off his bottom hook. Again, if I'm lacking in flexibility, put it in again, bro. Okay, I can grab it here, straighten my leg and bring it inside, okay? The scrape off escape last week was bridging, getting my elbow between Carl and me, turning in, coming back to the side. This time, we're going to escape the deep half.
That's what we were doing last night?
Yeah. So, from here, I get my grips, plant the foot. Detail is, I want to roll my head so Carl's head ends up above mine. This gives me a lot more space to move, okay? So when I kick off this hook, once I remove a hook, Carl's still one hook in. And deep half guard requires his leg to be between my legs. Okay, so from here, as Carl tries to mount, my right arm swimming underneath, and I'm into the deep half guard position. Okay, and again, if you're familiar with this position, you can do whatever move you want. I can get on his back, but our last mesocycle was on leg locks, so we're going to show you how to do a toe holder and Achilles from here. So, from this position, okay, I want to get my bottom foot under Carl's. Okay, my hand is on the inside, the one that I usually hide in case he goes for the Kimura, the arm bar. Grabs his foot, my outside hand grabs here, and I just spin underneath. Now I can go straight to X guard if I want. Kick up, and we're into our move that we did in the drill. Yeah, but we're going to keep similar themes, with the leg lock being the last stuffy drill. So again, so we'll go straight into the leg lock from here. So I get my grips, got my foot, take my head, remove this hook as he mounts, and then do that. Okay? Use my bottom foot. This creates a space so I can lift him up. Left hand grabs the bottom of his foot, lift up. As I spin, I don't go all the way to X guard. Okay? I want to swim my hand underneath, clamp down. Okay? My left hand's going to grip his toes, just like what we did in the toe hold. I get my grip, get his instep in my chest. Okay, then I'm curling his toes down, clamping his knee to the mat, and I have the toe hold. Again, if that's illegal, I can smear his knee at the Achilles, which we covered in the last mesocycle. So again, one more time. If you haven't played deep half guard, I would suggest just escaping to that position and then just working on the escape, which is the main theme of tonight's class. So I get my grips either here or I can swim this in, which is what I like. Put my foot, rotate my head. Okay. I see. Deep half. Okay. So again, loads of options from here. If I want, I can grab the belt, come out the bag, and on the back. Okay, but we'll just stick to the footlock. One more time.
Go from the deep after.
Okay. So, from here, when I'm in deep half, okay, I either want my front foot hooked under his foot and I'm covering so we can't lift it off, or my bottom foot and I'm covering. So if I want to spin out and attack to the foot lock, okay, this hand which I usually hide under here in case he gets to the underhook, okay, grips, the hand was on the outside, comes under, I lift his leg and spin underneath, okay, clamping down, swimming underneath, get my grips, force cards knee to the mat, and then just a stomach crunch gets that. Or I can switch. I'm not going into details on that, guys, because we've already covered that. So that's the main escape, guys. That's the escape to deep half. Let's drill 5 on 5 on.